What you got, Rag?
All right, so time is far spent. So I know we started this. Y'all may have remembered that Dear Lady segment we had, and I got my two married brethren,
Ladies.
who can speak from 2 decades relationship, over decade relationship, over a decade of just being out here,
Of a conglomerate.
right? Just being living.
Yeah.
The last question we asked was it about it being okay to make the first move? We're gonna start off with, when we say we're not thinking about anything, the majority of the time we really are thinking of nothing. Or maybe we're thinking of ridiculous made up scenarios that sound stupid when said out loud.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to admit this, but I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and say it. But I mean, like, honestly, sometimes you just don't say nothing because you don't want to start a conversation. Like, you just want to stay in whatever mode you in. If you're reading, if you're watching the game, if you're just like, I just want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell you what I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying, it may...
Then you get mad at me because what I said sounds stupid.
Right. Because where'd that come from? So, yeah, I think that's about right. Just in mind, and other men that I've spoken to, just like, depending on what you're doing, like what you thinking about, like, it's just like that freeze moment. You have certain things in your head, like you swipe them like you on social media. I could say that, but nah, okay, nothing. It's like, it's really nothing.
Like a multiple choice, D is always nothing.
Exactly.
Right? So I most of the time if I say that, that's what it is.
And I don't like when we get quiet. It's not so much like, sometimes it really is nothing, or like we could be sitting up watching a game or something. Your mind could wander, and all of a sudden you thinking of like a weird scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then so now you too far invested in the thought. You don't want to stop thinking about it because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is Michael Jordan working at Walmart trying to serve me cheese on the tray?
Yeah.
And Tyler Perry is over there arguing. You know what I'm saying? And like, your mind will just go to ridiculous places, and we can't. It's nonsensical.
Yeah.
But like sometimes, and I don't know, like with me, I can't tell you how many arguments have started because somebody thought you got something on your mind and you just won't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't get me in my thoughts. Like, what are you thinking? I can't tell you how many times a woman has said to me, "What's the bitch's name?" Like, I'm not. I real live got, like, I remember one time I was sitting up having a whole game in my mind where I was playing the Rose Bowl versus Vince Young when they beat USC that year.
Right.
And I had missed the tackle. Like, I'm imagining I'm in the Rose Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even know how I got on that. But
that's how we are, though.
Yeah, like, we sit up, like, we watching the game, you having a flashback of when you was playing AAU or whatever.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy, but I don't. And so, ladies, when we say we're not thinking about anything, 90% of the time we're really not, or it's some utterly ridiculous.
Yep.
And a lot of times, if they keep pushing it, you try to think of something to think
right,
of.
Then now we got to lie.
Right.
Y'all, I know JB, you probably familiar with Patrice O'Neal. That's one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
And he passed away like some years ago, but I love his comedy. But he said that, guys, we can pontificate, and the word pontificate, I've said this on the show before, but that basically means we can be dogmatic about nothing. Like, we can speak with conviction about nothing. We can come up with the weirdest, most ridiculous scenarios. And he gave a joke about, like, oh, hey, so if this chick, if she didn't have a nose, like, would you still, try to get it? It's just like, so when you say she don't have a nose, like, do you mean like she don't have nothing? Like, it's just a face, or do she just got the two slits, the air holes?
Wow.
And he's like, I don't know, nigga. Like, just if she ain't got nothing, she just got the two slits. It's like, how the rest of her body look? Like, we'll go in about nothing.
Right.
And so, like, if we can have those type of conversations about nothing, like, that's a lot of time we think about.
It's the barbershop talk.
Exactly. Yeah. And
kinda,
it's not
kind of like rather or. Would you rather this? Or
right.
I mean, we do that all the time,
like
right?
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all have felt this. Y'all probably have felt this before. because y'all have been in relationships for a long time. Crown, you can chime in too. Men love being the target of a romantic gesture. Many men never have been. So I guess like, you know how like you get your lady flowers or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you had a house done up a certain way, or like they showed a little Instagram meme with like the flowers leading to the tub or to the bed or whatever. Like you had a wine and stuff, the chocolates out. Like that's a romantic gesture, you know. And that's just an example. But like, have y'all ever been involved in one? Has a woman ever done like a ridiculous, or it don't even have to be ridiculous, just like something that's romantic? And like, how did you like that? Is that something that you wanted?
Yeah, Shayla's done stuff for me before. So, and like the first few times, I'll be honest, I felt kind of like it was different. You know, you feel like, yeah, like what's the right word? I'm trying to say, I don't know, I'm trying to say like demasculinated or something. I don't know. Help me out here. You just feel like, I don't know, you feel
Not
like.
emasculated, because that would mean
Right.
like,
Well, you feel less manly, right?
Right.
But then it's really, I mean, but then after that, I mean, you take it for what it is. It's a gesture. It's a nice gesture. And you go on with it. I mean, so, I mean, now I enjoy them. Whatever she do something for me now, I just appreciate it. I don't even think about it. So, I mean, maybe early on, you know, maybe the first few times she did it because we've been together for a long time. But if she does something now, you know, I don't even think about it. I'm just grateful she's willing to do it. So.
Yeah, I can maybe concur with that. I remember we went somewhere. It was a hotel, and it wasn't rose petals, but it was just maybe it was a note or something here, and go to this note and stuff like that. So
So she put the rose petals out for you.
I was like, no, they go there. But yeah. It's
I lay right down in the rose petals. Come on, baby, let's go.
no lie. Nah, but it just felt like, I don't know, just like kind of out of order. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like,
Right.
am I supposed to be, you know, like digging this or something? It's like,
Right.
you know. So yeah, like what you said, Todd. Like I think it took some, you know, some getting used to, because I'm always used to doing something. Or
That
you
was
know
a
what I'm
shameless
saying?
plug, you know, because sometimes
the-
we got to talk about that monetization. You know what I'm saying? But like, like, but you see, I kept the label on the other side because they're not paying us for it.
Nah, don't show it.
Oh,
Don't
you know,
show
I'm gonna keep it yak though.
Yeah, don't
I'm
show
gonna
that.
keep it cognac.
Don't show it. But I think that I think it's a good thing, man, because I think we talked about too on one of the pods we did maybe in the first season, just about
The
know
catering
what I'm saying? The catering.
Okay.
And just, you know what I'm saying, showing your man.
Because to
you know
me,
what I'm
that's
saying,
that's like, it don't have to be, and I guess to your point, like it don't have to be like necessarily masculinizing you. But
it can
just
feel that way,
something,
though.
because romantic don't necessarily have to be like you getting a nigga flowers and I'm like, I don't want no,
Right.
give me a heart-shaped box of chocolates. Like, what I'm gonna do with that? But like, just something really considerate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if she knows that you like you a Cowboys fan, right? If the game is on and you running home to, you know, see the Cowboys play, and like she already got the room set up, you know what I'm saying, for you. She know you coming up here. She got the channel on already. She got your favorite, like, you know what I'm saying, she done got you some Veli's wings. You know what I'm saying, sitting out. You know what I'm saying. She got you. Oh yeah, shout out to our guy Veli. You know what I'm saying. She got your Cosmopolitan sitting up there. Because, you know, JB like to get bougie with alcohol. So she got the Cosmopolitan sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a tall boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and like, and it's just the kids gone.
In my Cowboys cup.
You know, Cowboys cup.
In my Cowboys. Now, this has happened before.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and then you like, where the kids are gone.
Right.
And so now you watching the game, and then like while you watching the game, she like rubbing your feet or something like that. I'm not saying I'm not telling you rubbing, but I'm just saying. But like if that happened, you'd be like, wow, like I feel like the king of Zamunda right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's clean. You're hanging.
Right. We're not gonna say with it. Y'all can take that however y'all want to take it, but that would be like, you know what I'm saying, something like a romantic gesture to the equivalent of them like going to some fancy restaurant, or the flowers and the candy and the hot tub and all of that. So like we like that too though, ladies. So it don't have to be nothing like, don't make us not feel like men, but
and you got to remember too, that's not traditional, so it might be kind of hard for them to try to think of something to do.
Right.
That we would like anyways.
Right.
So if they go to do it and then you come off the wrong way, you might not get it back.
Now most men that I know, like, a lot of men haven't went to go get like pedicures and manicures and stuff like that. And I was one of them. This was years ago.
I go with
But
Shayla.
now I like it, dude.
I do too.
Whenever I like to, get my feet done, they do the whole little masking on your feet and stuff like that. Put the blue. You don't know? No,
I don't.
you know.
Well, you missing out,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
He missing out.
He gonna have that.
You
one.
go
He
one
gonna-
time, you be
she
going
gonna-
back.
Dawg, I'm telling you.
you.
I was the same way. I was like, man, I ain't about to get my feet
Yeah.
done. I don't want nobody touching my feet. That went like, oh.
How often do you get it done?
Not that often now, personally, but I would if she wanted to go like every 2 months, I would go with her.
Yeah.
So it's not like a every week thing.
I'm like Charles Barkley. Me and Shayla go about every 6 weeks to 2 months, and I enjoy it.
Okay, 6 weeks, 2 months. Like, I mean, I can smoke with that, but like,
It's a good feeling, bro.
I ain't gonna say because y'all know the dude. Like, I ain't gonna say his name on camera, but like, he realized tried to clown us. Like, man, y'all need to step y'all feet game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at my feet. I get my feet done. I get my feet right for my lady. And I'm like, so I'm thinking like, okay,
She
like
sucking on
I'm
your
thinking like
toes or
every
something?
6 weeks. Like that man went and got his feet done every week. And I looked at him like, okay, that like I don't know, like
Now I do.
unless you're a foot model or something like that, man.
I do know. I do know a couple
of
dudes I used to work with that do that.
Man, y'all can have it.
They get their nails and feet done every week. Now I'm not that.
Yeah, I'm
to
good.
that degree. You know what I mean?
And
But
if your hands are seen all the time, I get like somebody like, if Doc got his hands done because he's using his hands and he's on camera and people look, that's different. If you work, I guess, at a car dealership where you're always shaking hands, that's different. I deliver mail all day. I'm not going to get my hands done every week. Like, for what?
Well,
I'm going to be mad when they get messed up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to deliver your mail. I'm straight on that.
I've only done the manicure once with me and Shayla. I do the pedicure, but I don't do the manicure. I just do the feet.
Yeah.
So
either one is
shoot.
good for
After
me.
you sit down there one time, you be like, I've been missing out. I need to come back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We're good. That's that too. What we got?
Yeah. This goes into the and this can be the last one. This kind of goes into that. It says, "Please ask us out. It makes us feel wanted and loved."
Talking about the woman asking the man.
Yeah. Now, for me, and this is just me, like I would say, like, if you want to spend time with me and you want me to be into doing the going out to do, cause I'm simple. As long as you're around, like we ain't gotta be like we could be at the house. You know what I'm saying? I just like that you're in the vicinity, you're in the area. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that.
right.
Like I'm straight with that. Like I ain't necessarily got to be out looking at people and dealing with people messing my order up. And I like, as long as you're in the vicinity, I'm good. But like, if you know it's something that I like doing, you know what I'm saying? And you want, but I don't want to be in the house. Okay, well, I'm a Bulls fan. I'm a 49ers fan. If they're in town or they're playing, get tickets for that. Or if it's a movie, I love James Bond. Batman movie come out.
Let's go.
I love me a Batman movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Mission Impossible is my shit. Like if a Mission Impossible movie come out, I want to be in the building. Like say, hey, baby, the new Mission Impossible coming out. I want to go do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see The Notebook Part 2 necessarily, and it might be a good movie. The first Notebook was a good movie. I was surprised.
Yeah.
But if you just said to me, hey, let's go watch The Notebook, with me not having seen The Notebook, I'm not going to want to go.
I like y'all's talk on the movie, the Jonah Hill movie too. You people.
Right.
Yeah. Now that was dope. Now to what you were saying, Reg, like when the Titans played the Cowboys up there in Nashville, wifey did ask me like, "Hey, you wanna, you know what I'm saying? You want to go up there to the game?" Which I didn't end up going, but she put it out there. The gesture was like, I know you like the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go up there? You gonna go to Nashville for the game? Stuff like that. She was willing to give me time to if I wanted to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So, so those things are always, good to, just like even with her, like if sometime like going out with her girls or one of her girlfriends or, whatever they like to do, like, sometimes I do push her. It's like, go hang out with your girl. Go, hit her up. Go, y'all go do something. You know what I mean? Like those things are, I think that's needed, bro. Especially when you got kids that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody need their The elbow space.
I agree because we just went. Speaking of that, Shayla was on. We went to go see the Chappelle and Rock show,
Right.
and that was her idea.
Yeah, I saw y'all. Okay, yeah.
So we
yeah,
went to
okay.
that. That was all her.
How was it?
So it was great.
I'm sure we're
great
gonna
show.
see it in March when he come out with his Netflix
Yeah,
special.
it was great.
I'm
A
sure
lot
we're
of
gonna
people
have
were tripping
niggas
over like the phone thing, but it was cool. Like you put your phone in a
That's regular
bag. But
protocol with big comedians like that.
yeah, it took a long time to get in for people to
Right.
get their stuff because the show started probably about like an hour late, but maybe 30 minutes to an hour late. But Ashley Larry
Oh,
was
so
there.
you had okay, Donnell Rollins.
Yeah, he was there. And it was a white guy before him. Then it was him, and then really Chris Rock was on for probably way longer than Chappelle. He was on for like an hour maybe, and Dave came on maybe for about 30 to 45 minutes at the end. But it was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a real good show. He brought up the Tyree Nichols stuff actually because it was right after that it happened.
Yeah.
And he brought something up because Dave he's deeper than comedy, so he kind of mentioned that and talked about that. And they were there, by the way. The family was there.
Oh,
They were
really?
in there.
Okay.
Yeah, they were there, and I don't know who all, but he mentioned that they were in the building.
Okay.
But it was a good show, and but just to that point, yeah, Shayla, she comes up with suggestions. I think the Dolphins played the Titans year before last, but we were so bad. I was like, I don't want to go up there and watch them get their ass beat. I don't want to watch it on TV for free. I don't want to go pay watch them lose. So
Yeah.
but we didn't. But she did say something about it. So
And that stuff that she knows that you like.
right, and she knows when I was younger, I used to like wrestling when it was better, like with Stone Cold and The Rock and all those. I used to watch it. And it comes here every year in January, so every once in a while she'll mention it. I'm like, I don't really want to go, but she does kind of mention it. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But she surprised me with stuff before,
Right.
And doing things like that. But I remember when we first talking about that when we first were together and we was dating so much. One of the things I did because we've been together so long, we lived at home. So the first thing I did was get an apartment because I got tired of going out all the time to your thing, right? You don't want to sit at your folks' house all the time. So I had been needing to get out anyway. That was like 2021. So moved down, got me an apartment. And that stopped us from having to. Hell, I probably spent less money on the rent than I was going to the movies and eat every weekend, right? So
Yeah, man.
so that adds up.